Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes, online session. This is biology session. Organization in living beings. We have been discussing from the past 2 days the different levels of organization. We have completed the cellular level of organization, tissue level of organization, and organ level of organization, organ system level, and the formation of organism we have completed. So let us discuss more in this chapter. Tissues, animal tissues. The tissue level of organization, we come across the animal tissues. There are 4 major types of tissues are present in animals. What are the 4 major types of tissues present in animals? Epithelial tissue, then connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So let us study. In animal body, it is made up of 4 different types of tissues. What are they? How these tissues in the animals have been classified? It is classified based on the type of cell, function, and location in the body. The 4 main types of animal tissues are epithelial tissues, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Okay, so here the different tissues are given in this human body: connective tissue, muscular tissue, epithelial tissue, and nervous tissue. These are the major tissues. Okay, and here some more are given: cartilage, adipose tissue, bone, blood. These are all the parts of connective tissue. See how the human body is made up of. Not only human body, animals. The structural organization in animals, if you take, the animal body is composed of 4 major kinds of tissues. What are they? Epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissue. Okay children, let us study in detail. An animal body is made up of 4 major types of tissue. The first one is epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue performs protection, excretion, secretion, sensation, and absorption. That's why the epithelial tissue is considered as the fundamental tissue in animals. Almost all parts of the body of animals is composed of epithelial tissue. Okay, almost all functions of the body involves any type of the epithelial tissue. That's why it is called as a fundamental tissue in animals. The connective tissue, it is the bulk forming tissue in animals. It is the supporting and binding tissue. It also performs the variety of functions depending upon the location and structure. It performs different functions. The muscular tissue aids in the contraction and the movement of the body, okay, by means of a mechanism. Contraction and relaxation of the muscles help in the performing different functions. Even in the digestive system, smooth muscles present in the stomach, intestine, okay, the churning of food, mixing of food material with the digestive juices takes place with the help of this muscle tissue only. Okay, next, nervous tissue. Nervous tissue helps in the coordination of different organs. It will coordinate the functions of different organs. Okay, the nervous tissue consisting of the neurons and glial cells. Okay, so here what are the 4 major types of tissues? the epithelial tissue. See the structure also, it varies from one tissue to other tissue. Okay, in the tissue, cell to cell, they combine to form the cells, combine to form the tissues. Okay, in a particular tissue, the cells which are present in a particular tissue all will perform the same function. That's why a tissue can be defined as the group of cells which are similar in origin, structure and function. Okay, that is the universal definition. The connective tissue, this is the connective tissue. Next, the muscular tissue and nervous tissue. These are the four major types of tissues. See, in the nervous tissue you will see the neurons. Okay, the muscular tissue, several bands are present, and in the connective tissue, see again they are further divided into different types. Okay, let us study in detail. First, epithelial tissue. What is epithelium? Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is the outer lining of the different surfaces of organs and blood vessels throughout the body, as well as the inner surfaces of the cavities in many internal organs. It is the outer lining as well as inner lining of different organs present in the body. So that's why epithelial tissue is the fundamental tissue, I said. This epithelial tissue form the external skin, okay, the integument system, skin, and the parts of the skin and the functions. So they form the external epithelial tissue, form the external skin, the inner lining of the mouth, the inner lining of the digestive tract, the secretory glands. These are all made up of epithelial tissue. Okay, so like this, it may be single layer or it may be multiple layer. If it is single layer, the epithelial tissue is called as simple epithelium. If it is multiple layer, it is called as a stratified epithelium. Okay, these are the different types of epithelium. You can observe here: simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, simple columnar epithelium. Depending upon the shape of the cells present in that particular epithelium, they are divided into different types. Okay, transitional epithelium, this is the epithelium present in the urinary bladder. Then pseudostratified epithelium, then stratified cuboidal epithelium, stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, so different types of epitheliums are present. Let us discuss more about the epithelial tissue, nature of the epithelial tissue. The lining of hollow parts of every organ, okay, the lumen, the space present in the internal organs, hollow space, it is lined by epithelial tissue. This hollow space is present in the different organs such as heart, lungs, eyes, ears and urinogenital tracts, as well as the ventricular system of the brain. Okay, the ventricles present in the brain, and the central canals of the spinal cord is also lined by epithelial tissue. That is the location of epithelial tissue. Then what is the structure of epithelial tissue? The cells making up the epithelia are often closely bound to one another through specialized structures called tight junctions. Okay, the cells making up the epithelia are often very closely bound to one another through specialized structures called tight junctions. See, these are the types of epithelium just now we have seen. Once again, observe this epithelium. You have to remember the names of this epithelium and the location and functions at the end. At the end of this video, we are also going to know about the functions of epithelium. The simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, simple columnar epithelium. These are the epithelia which are present in single layer. Okay. Next, transitional epithelium, pseudostratified epithelium, stratified cuboidal epithelium, stratified squamous epithelium. These are the epithelium in multiple layers of cells. First, let us study the types of epithelium. There are different types of epithelial tissue depending on their function in a particular location in the body. The simplest classification of this epithelial tissue is based on the number of cell layers. Okay. The first one, simple epithelia. When the epithelium is composed of only a single layer of cells, it is called a simple epithelia. Okay. Epithelia means plural, epithelium means singular. Okay. The simple epithelia is the when the epithelium is composed of a single layer of cells, it is called simple epithelial tissue. Next, stratified epithelia. When the epithelium is containing two or more layers of cells, then they are called stratified epithelial tissues. Okay, children. The simple epithelium, here this is the single layer. This purple color dot represents the layer of the epithelial tissue. If it is in single layer, it is called simple epithelium. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers are there. Means if 2 or more than 2 layers are present, then it is called stratified epithelium. Okay, simple epithelium means the epithelium made up of single layer of cells. What is stratified epithelium? The epithelium containing 2 or more layers of cells. Next, the types of epithelium. The epithelia can also be classified based on the shape of the cells. Based on the shape of the cells, giving rise to 3 types. What are the 3 types of epithelium depending upon the shape of the cells? The first one is squamous epithelial cells. Second one is cuboidal epithelial cells. And the third one is columnar epithelial cells. First, squamous epithelium cells. What are squamous epithelium? The squamous epithelium means the epithelium consisting of extremely thin cells that resembles the scales of a fish, like this, single layer. Okay, they are representing extremely thin, resembling the scales of a fish. Okay, then it is called as a simple squamous epithelium or simply squamous epithelium. Next, cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium, so this is the cuboidal epithelium. Here also you can clearly see cuboid shape. It contains the cells that appear square in cross section but are marginally longer than they are wide. Okay, so they contain the cells appear square like, but in cross section they are marginally long and longer than the wide. Such type of cells are present in the epithelium, then it is called as cuboidal epithelium. Okay. Next, columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium here. So this is the columnar epithelium and this is columnar epithelium. This is also columnar epithelium. Okay. What is columnar epithelium? A columnar epithelium consisting of elongated cells. You can compare the cells of simple, cuboidal, squamous, cuboidal and columnar. In squamous, like the scales of a fish, very thin cells are present. In cuboidal, the cells are square like and they are longer than they are wide. Okay, but here in the columnar, they are elongated cells. Okay, they involve in the absorption of the materials, the columnar epithelium. So these epithelia, depending upon the shape of the cells, okay, depending upon the layer of cells, epithelia are classified into two main types. What are they? Simple epithelium and stratified epithelium. Now the epithelial tissue classified based on the shape of the cells, how many types? Three types. What are they? Squamous epithelial cells or squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, and columnar epithelial tissue. So in this image you are seeing different names like simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, simple columnar epithelium, okay, simple columnar ciliated epithelium, cilia are present, stratified columnar epithelium, okay, like that. Depending upon the shape of the cell and the number of cells, this epithelial tissue are classified. They are present in the different parts of the body and they perform different functions. So let us see more about this epithelial tissue. The functions of epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue are widespread throughout the body. They form the covering of all body surfaces, line body cavities, and hollow organs are the major tissue in glands. The meaning is they form the covering of all body surfaces, they form the lining of the cavities and hollow organs, and they are the major tissues in the secretory glands. Okay, they perform variety of functions. The functions involved, the functions performed by epithelial tissue are protection, secretion, absorption, excretion, filtration, diffusion, and sensory reception. Okay, you see here the protection function. The epithelial tissue which is present in the epidermis, mouth, esophagus, larynx, vagina in the female, and the anal canal. So they are protective in function, the epithelial tissue. Next, excretion. The epithelial present in the kidney help in excretion. Secretion. The epithelial present in the glands, intestine, kidneys, most of the glands, pancreas, liver. Okay, these are all the glands. They are secretory in function. Okay. Next, absorption. The intestine and kidneys. Okay, they help in absorption. In the intestine, villi are present. They absorb the digested food material. In the kidney also, the nephrons containing longitudinal, okay, the proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, it contains the absorptive tissue which absorb the water present in the extract. Lubrication. Lubrication means adding mucus. The intestine, airways. Airways means trachea, windpipe. The reproductive tracts, these are all lined by the mucous glands. They contain epithelial tissue which secrete the mucus. Lubrication, which helps in lubrication. Smooth movement of food material in the intestine. Okay, smooth movement of air in the trachea. Okay, reproductive cells in the reproductive organs. These are all need the lubrication. Next, cleansing. The trachea, auditory canal, they contain the epithelium which helps in cleaning. Okay, contain the mucus containing the ciliated cells, ciliated, the columnar epithelium. Okay, so in your higher classes you are going to study more about these epithelial tissues. Next, sensory in function. The sense organs are made up of this epithelium. Gustatory, the epithelial present in the tongue, taste function. Olfactory, the epithelial present in the nostrils, they perform to sense the smell, is called olfactory function. and vestibular epithelium, vestibule of the internal ear. Okay, it helps in the receiving the vibrations and detecting the sounds. Next, reproduction. The germinal epithelium, the epithelium present in the reproductive organs, testis and ovary. The uterine and the ovarian epithelia, which helps in the production of gametes. Okay, so like this, the epithelial tissue performs different functions. What are the major functions? Protection, secretion, absorption, excretion, diffusion, and the sensory reception. These are all the functions. That's why the epithelial tissue is considered as the fundamental tissue of the animal body. Okay, children. So in the further we are going to discuss about the different types of tissues. The first animal tissue is the epithelial tissue. Next we are going to discuss about the connective tissue, then muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Okay, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.